Guys, I've got a question for you today. Why are 90% of millionaires making their money in real estate, but you're still renting? So here's the deal, guys. You've all heard about it all the time. Everybody's talking about the market. Should you rent? Should you buy? What in the world should you be doing? When you're trying to make a decision in this situation, you need to look at the guys who are making money in this situation. What are they doing, right? How do I duplicate what they're doing to make money in this world? So if those guys right now are out buying property, they're not concerned about interest rate. They're concerned about the price of the property right now. And they're making all these huge investments, millions and millions, and sometimes billions of dollars in real estate. Why are they doing it? Because they're counting on you to rent. So keep that in mind. Everybody investing in real estate is doing it for multiple reasons. Number one, it's a safe bet. Number two, it's gained in value time over time. Again, it's better than, in my opinion, the stock market. It's more reliable in those things. And what we're seeing is opportunities come up that are available today to you personally, but for some reason you're not pulling the trigger and they are. Listen, what's going to happen in this market when the rates go down? Think about this for a second. This is simple supply and demand. If the rates go down because we're about to step into an election year, let's just assume they go down to 6%. What do you think everybody in the market's going to do? That's right. They're going to buy because now in their minds, it's become more affordable when in actuality, the reverse is true. When everybody dumps into a market, you've got a huge amount of demand, but there's only so much supply. So if that demand keeps hitting that supply, then guess what goes on with the prices of the supply? They go up, right? If I've got a house to sell, and everybody's out trying to buy it, and I've got it listed at $500,000, and now there's a bidding war, and I'm selling it for $750,000. That's great for me as the seller, but I made the decision early on to buy real estate, regardless of what the interest rate was. So now I get to reap the rewards of the return. On your side, unfortunately, because you decided to wait for rates to go down, now you're paying more money for a product than you should, which is going to cost you more money over the next 30 years, which negatively impacts your finances and your family. Now, what happens if you get to a point because you've been waiting too long to buy and now you can't afford to buy? Have you guys thought about this? I know this is a little bit doom and gloom, and that's not what this is about. This is about educating you guys on what the market really does. So if you go out today and you buy a home, congratulations, you can afford a home. It may not be exactly what you want it to be because of the interest rates, but you're making an educated decision to leverage your money in an asset that's going to grow. Okay? So keep that in mind. I'm putting money into a machine that should give me a certain return on my investment over a certain amount of time versus you're renting right now. Whose machine are you putting money into? Your landlords. I'm an investor. I love my renters. That's great. They're putting money in my machine, not theirs. Okay. So let's just assume you stay renting and you wait till the rates come down because now it becomes more affordable. Prices go up. And now you're like, I can't afford that house. It doesn't matter what rate I'm at, but I need to buy because now my rent is also going to go up. And actually rent goes up year over year, usually higher than mortgage prices do. And now you're in a situation where your landlord's like, hey, your lease is up and I'm going to increase your rent $300 a month and you can't afford it. Now you've got to spend the money to move. You've got to spend the money to put down, whatever the deposit is for the new place you want to rent. And now you got to spend more money on fuel because guess what? You can't afford to rent in the same area you're renting at before because of the prices of homes and everything went up again. So now you've got to move further out from your job. How far are you willing to drive? There's only so much time in this world that each of us is provided. And I don't enjoy spending my time in a car driving back and forth to commute to work. And so keep that in mind. Or you may be like, you know what, I can work remotely, but not every area has great internet, right? You know how frustrating internet and technology can be. So listen, the only way that you can start creating wealth in this country, truly, in my opinion, the best way is real estate. Even if you buy the home that is not perfect for you right now, think about if you would have bought a home that wasn't quite perfect 3 years ago and you sold it a year or two ago, how much money would you have made? A lot. And then you could have taken that money because now you have a big down payment and bought the home in this market, right? Leveraging to get where you want to go and buy the home that would be perfect for you and your family. And it wouldn't have cost you really any more money out of pocket. You were getting paid in equity for living in the house. Remember that in real estate, you don't have to sell something to make money. It is on paper, don't get me wrong. However, as you live in your home and you sit on your couch and you watch TV and you eat breakfast in your breakfast room or wherever it happens to be, your house is most likely gaining in value. How many jobs do you get paid for not doing anything? Plus, the tax benefits of owning a home are generally pretty substantial. These are things you need to consider when you're thinking about rent versus buy. Most people don't walk you through this process, but guys, if you have questions, call, reach out. I am a little fired up about it because I've talked to so many renters lately who just can't see past the rate. The rate is a temporary situation. The cost of the product is the permanent. So right now, home prices are better than they've been in many years. If you're going to take advantage of buying, now's the time to take advantage of it, because when rates go down, and trust me, real estate is cyclical. It's going to happen at some point in time, and most likely it will happen next year because it's an election year. It's pretty standard for those things to happen. You're going to be on the outside looking in. So call. I'm happy to run numbers, look at different situations for you, and I just appreciate you guys' time this morning. Have a great day. Bye-bye.